Have you ever wondered where your imagination can take you? Let's meet Max, a lively young boy with a heart full of adventure and a mind teeming with wild imaginings. Dressed in his favorite wolf costume, Max stomps around his room, roaring out his declaration of wildness. "I'm the wildest thing there is," he proclaims with an uncontainable spirit. His mother's voice echoes from downstairs, reminding him of the mundane reality of bedtime. But Max, our little wild thing, has other plans. "No bedtime for me," he responds with a defiant gleam in his eyes. His heart is set on a journey, a wild expedition into the uncharted territories of his imagination. "I'm off to where the wild things are," he announces, ready to step into a world where the ordinary becomes extraordinary, a magical jungle of his own creation. And so, Max set off, ready to explore the unknown. As he ventured deeper into the forest, he stumbled upon a group of peculiar creatures. The Wild Whimsies they were, each more fantastical than the last, draped in vibrant fur and adorned with the most peculiar features. The forest echoed with their roars and laughter, a symphony of wildness that made Max's heart beat faster. With courage bubbling within, Max stepped forward. "I'm Max, the wildest thing there is," he declared, his voice steady and strong. The Whimsies hushed, their curious eyes focused on the little boy who dared to enter their realm. A Whimsy, larger and more colorful than the rest, stepped forward, its laughter echoing through the trees. "Well, Max," it said, its voice a mix of challenge and delight. "Let's see just how wild you can be." Max's eyes sparkled with determination. He was ready to prove his wildness, ready to join the Wild Whimsies. With a spark in his eyes, Max was ready to show them just how wild he could be. In the heart of the jungle, Max and the Wild Whimsies embarked on wild adventures. Here in the Wild Whimsy Kingdom, the rules of the ordinary world seemed a distant memory. Max, our little hero, found himself in the company of fantastical creatures, each more peculiar and endearing than the last. Their colorful fur shimmered in the sunlight, their laughter echoed through the lush greenery, and their eyes twinkled with mischief and merriment. The kingdom was a playground of imagination. Max and the Whimsies invented games that defied logic and gravity. They played hide and seek among the towering ancient trees and tag across the bubbling brooks. They built towering castles from leaves and twigs, each one a fortress of fun and whimsy. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the kingdom transformed into a stage under the moonlight. Max and the Whimsies danced and twirled, their shadows painting strange and beautiful patterns on the forest floor. Their laughter and songs filled the night, a symphony of joy and camaraderie. And oh, the thrill of swinging from vines. Max and his whimsical friends soared through the air, the wind rushing through their fur and feathers. They moved with a carefree grace, a wild ballet performed to the rhythm of their beating hearts. But amid all the laughter and games, a quiet truth began to dawn on Max. He was having the time of his life, yes, but the thrill of the adventure was not just about the kingdom or its peculiar inhabitants. Rather, it was his own wild spirit, his boundless imagination, which made every moment in the Wild Whimsy Kingdom so extraordinary. However, all good things must come to an end, and it was time for Max to return home. But as he waved goodbye to his whimsical friends, he knew in his heart that he was not leaving the adventure behind. The Wild Whimsy Kingdom, after all, was just a thought away, waiting to be revisited in his dreams and daydreams. The wild, it seemed, was not a place but a state of mind, and Max was its forever king. Although Max was sad to leave, he realized something important. He found himself back in the familiar surroundings of his room, the scent of his own home, a stark contrast to the wild, whimsical jungle. But Max wasn't disheartened. He was comforted by the vivid memories of his wild adventures, the laughter, the games, the moonlit dances. He realized that the Wild Whimsy Kingdom hadn't really vanished. It was there, within him, in every wild thought, every creative idea, every roar of his imagination. He could return to the magical jungle and his whimsical friends anytime he wished, for they were a part of him now. His eyes sparkled with a newfound understanding as he told his mother, "The wildest, and I can go back anytime I want." And so Max learned that the wildest adventures can happen right in our own imaginations.